In Season 1 Reloaded, two new guns came out with this patch. One is the TAC Evolver LMG, I'm probably butchering the name of that, and the other one is the HRM9 SMG. Both are very, very good guns in my opinion, and I'm going to cover both of them and how well they match up in Zombies. Let's get into it. We're going to kick this off with the TAC Evolver LMG, and at the end of each of these segments I'll have the full loadout that I've been using in these videos for you to use if you really want to. You can unlock this particular LMG by going through some of the weekly challenges that you can find inside the challenge tab near your profile. It's very easy to find, and once you unlock it, it's actually a lot of fun in Zombies. What I'm going to start off showing you is just the base gun, no attachments, no upgrades, no nothing. It's just how it stands up to Zombies in Zone 1, and it deals a decent amount of damage, but one thing you really need to focus on is the amount of bullets you have in just one clip. This thing starts off with a 100-round mag, which is a lot more than most guns, especially LMGs. Now, obviously, everyone wants to know what it's like at higher levels when it's Pack-a-Punch, so this is a blue level with 1-tier Pack-a-Punch going against Tier 2 Zombies, and it holds its own pretty well. But what you have to keep in mind is that this is without any attachments, no upgrades, no additional power boost to the actual base damage, and it really just absolutely tears through some Zombies, especially when you hit that headshot multiplier. I think it's a very solid choice, but again, wait till you see when I throw on some of the attachments that I have at the end of this video in the loadout that I've been using, and it's turned into my go-to for this particular gun, and when you pack it up even more. Keeping the gun at a blue level rarity, adding a tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, and keeping it in the tier 2 area as well, you can see how easy it is to take out this horde of zombies. Now granted, in tier 2 it's not the most difficult area, of course you got the tier 3 and tier 4 areas, but with how much damage this thing puts out with these attachments at only a blue rarity, you can easily take on tier 3, if not tier 4, with at least a purple level. Now for the attachments, it's a little different than what other builds I saw online. I stuck with the FSOLEV laser to help out with the quick aim down sights. The long barrel, the righteous long barrel, because it adds that much more damage. You need a little bit more. It's good at the base, but even more is even better in my opinion. I saw a lot of people doing a different underbarrel. I preferred this underbarrel. This is probably one you can mess around with a little bit and change it to how you want it to be. I always personally like to use ammunition as well, just because it adds that much more of a punch behind your gun, and honestly, when you get to those harder tiers, you're gonna need it. And finally, the rear grip. I don't know what they did to the naming conventions on the rear grips, but go for the one that has Invictor P Grip Tactical on the back. I don't know why these names are so messed up in the game. It is what it is, but go with this one. I believe is the third option that you have. Helps with the aiming stability. That way you can laser down bosses, especially with the 200 clip when you Pack-a-Punch this thing. Keep the base magazine and use this rear grip instead. This is going to be a go-to zombie horde gun for me going forward, unless they come out with something crazy in Season 2. Now we're moving on to the HRM9 SMG, the other gun that came out in Season 1 Reloaded, and let me tell you, this thing packs a hell of a punch inside of Zombies. And here's why I say that about this particular SMG, because when you actually go for the headshots, as you should be doing in Zombies, the multiplier is just that much higher, it seems to me, compared to some of the other SMGs. Even at this base level with no attachments, no level upgrades, as base as you can make it, you're easily cooking things in the tier 1. But as soon as you put a Pack-a-Punch in there and go into tier 1 again, it just fries these things like nobody's business. The only thing holding this gun back is the 30-round clip, and that's just because this is without any attachments added onto it. Now when you do unlock this and put it towards tier 2 and even tier 3 zombies, you'll see a big difference. But even in tier 2 with a single pack blue rarity, it is strong enough as is. But when you start throwing on attachments, this gun really starts to fry and starts showing its real power. Now as you can see, this is 1 level tier Pack-a-Punch. It is green level rarity with the attachments that I have on it at the end, and it's just easily frying through these guys. There are not very many weapon combinations in MW3 that can boast the same kind of power behind it. Now when you go and take it to a level blue 3-tier Pack-a-Punch and take it into the tier 3 zone, as you can see just from this clip, it is absolutely cooking these tier 3 zombies. It's a blue level rarity. Imagine what this gun can do even at a purple level rarity, not even mentioning gold level rarity at this point. It'd probably be one of the better zombie fighting guns, one of the better boss fight guns in the game right now. I think that strongly about this gun. Try it for yourself and try this build out. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Am I a little off base with how strong this gun really is, or is it really that strong? And again, with all these different gun build videos that I am making, you can always change these as much as you want to. These are just my go-to attachments for these guns. This is what worked best for me after a couple different tries, kind of going back and forth with some of the builds I saw online that other people had made. This is what worked for me. Honestly, you could probably switch out the underbarrel for one of the rear grips or the stocks, just depending on how you like to play the game. how fast you want to ADS and how much you want this gun to be moving around. And at the end of the day, this is zombies, so whatever helps you kill zombie hordes faster, the better. But overall, these are definitely 2 W weapon loadouts, 2 W weapons in general for Season 1 Reloaded going into zombies. I would recommend either one of these guns going into some high tier fight, high tier levels, and high tier boss fights, especially when you tweak these loadouts to your liking. I personally am definitely leaning more towards the HRM9 SMG over the LMG, but that's just my personal preference. I see a lot of people absolutely loving the huge clip that comes with the LMG, but let me know what you guys think. Do you like these kind of guns? Do you prefer these guns over some of the other meta builds that have been coming out for MWZ? Let me know down in the comments below. Overall, I do hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.